Welcome back to GreatPlacesSeen GPS. From Fossil Beach, my hike in the previous episode continues through Virginia's Westmoreland State Park. This park does have a little camp store, and you can get your firewood here too. Since I'm here, let's check out Campground B. It's right next to Campground A, just on the other side of the street. Campground B is much more wide open. It's level. Well, let's take a quick side trip here. Let's go down Rock Spring Pond Trail and down around to the boat ramp. It's not that far. And this is a very easy trail. Obviously, it's paved. An exceedingly short visit to Campground B. Obviously, not much reason to walk around it. It's wide open. You can see it from end to end. And that's the campground to be in if you want to be absolutely assured of a level space. However, you're going to see all your neighbors too. Campground A is much more private. And as I said, there are a few sites to avoid closer to the bathhouse area where the loop goes around. But the rest of the sites along the upper part of Campground A and that loop look to be pretty level. This is called Rock Spring Pond Trail because at the end of it, at least on the map, there's a pond. We'll see if that in fact is true. A few rough patches here where the roots have grown through and a few washout areas, but a very easy trail nonetheless. There is a little bit of water along the side. That's not the pond. It's a little neighborhood of youngsters. A couple of small pine trees, little hollies poking through, and other plants just getting a start. All these kids will be growing up together. There's the old saying that moss grows on the north side of things. It's not really true, but it kind of mostly is. Guess which side of the trail this is? The little creek that runs along here is getting a bit wider. Maybe it does lead to a pond. This is the longest half-mile trail I've been on. It is beginning to look like a winter sky. Although, again, shirt sleeve weather, very comfortable. This is the only fern along the way that's moving like this. The wind must be going along that little stream just right. Yeah, it's waving. Hello. See, here I am trying to be smart about moss. This is on the south side. Well, I did say it doesn't always grow on the north, right? Well, it looks like we do indeed have a substantial pond over here. Let's check it out. Here's some stonework from the 1930s. It looks like they may have had some kind of a cascading waterfall there at one time. And maybe I'm standing where the water was. There's steps that look like they go halfway down, maybe into the water. Huh, interesting. Look at this little gem. Well, this looks like a more recent dam for the pond. Well, as far as man-made ponds go, I think this is a pretty nice one. Really secluded back here. Well, there you have it. Rock Spring Pond. a really nice secluded location. Check it out if you come to Westmoreland Park. Great place to maybe pack a lunch and bring it out here. You probably won't find very many people out here, and there are a couple of benches. Really great view and great place to stop off for a few minutes. Is that the serpent of the pond? The Rock Spring Pond Monster. He is really high up there. How high is he? Yeah, he's that high. There's an eagle. There's a second one. I can't quite find him. It's too bad I wasn't able to get them flying through the trees. Oh, they were just incredible. That's the second one. It looks like we got several eagles flying around here. Well, that was fortuitous. I was just kind of poking around the pond. I was thinking maybe a little bit longer than I should have, and I would have missed the eagles had I left. So how about that? A couple of eagles flying in the woods. It's a good day. Well, I'm off now on the Laurel Point Trail. This is supposed to lead me down to the boat ramp and a beach, it said. Okay. Well, this little trail in the woods is very clear, but sure went up the hill pretty fast. Here's another little switchback. I'm already up as high as those eagles were. This thing really winds around. Appears to be leveling off. Really nice to have weather like this in late November. Not many insects to really worry about, and very few people around here. Only a handful of campers, and we're all so spread out we really don't see each other. So I feel like I have the place to myself. I really like the trails here at Westmoreland Park. Beautiful in late afternoon, although I am starting to run out of time. The sun will go down a little bit before 5 o'clock, and it only takes about 20-30 minutes or so to really get dark. Well, here's the sign. We only have about a half mile to the boat ramp. Private road, do not enter. Doesn't look like much of a road. Not sure what that's about, but the park does abut private property, so I guess that's part of it. Anyway, I'm going down the trail. colors past their peak, but still quite a bit up here in the trees. I reached a section of the trail that apparently is less traveled. It's a little bit overgrown back in here, which is fine with me. I like going on some of these lesser traveled routes. Well, even out here, you get a QR code for a survey. Technology is never far away. Well, I've said it before, late fall, early spring are probably my two favorite times of the year to be out on trails or, along someplace like the C&O Canal because, well, look, I mean, the leaves are down. You can see through the trees. You can actually see what's around you as opposed to being in a leaf tunnel, which isn't bad. It's fine. But I really enjoy seeing everything that's around me. And, the weather is generally pretty fair. It's really excellent now. But, yeah, these times of the year are definitely tops of my list. Suddenly the trail changes again. Get some real dense brush through here. You can't necessarily see it on camera at the moment, but I can see through these trees, and the Potomac River is down there. I even see a little bit of beach down there. So, as this trail begins to wind down the hill, I think I am getting closer to the boat ramp. Plus I heard a barking dog, so that's always a sign of civilization. I'm glad I came this direction because look at this steep drop off here. Woo! I would not want to go up this direction. Maybe this is why this trail isn't used so much. Oh my goodness. It's a lot steeper than the camera shows. Trust me. And yes, that is growing on the north side of the tree. Well, there through the trees is the Potomac River. And a beach area down there. And back up this way, the cliffs and Fossil Beach. Let's see what we find when we get down to the beach. This park is very close to the birthplace of one George Washington. And I'll bet, as well traveled as he was, Washington certainly must have come through here and checked out the cliffs and the river and the Fossil Beach and all that. But yeah, his birthplace is just north of here, and I was hoping to have some time today to go up there after doing the trails. It looks like that I'm going to run out of daylight, but maybe tomorrow. Hope is to get back up into the DC area at a reasonable hour before rush hour, of course. Get my trailer put away back in storage and home before the traffic gets really bad, which means I need to leave here fairly early. And that means I may not have time to stop by the birthplace. We'll have to do that another time, maybe. I was up a little bit higher than I realized. That first big drop was not going down to the water. It was just the first in a series of drops. I'm on a little ridge line here going across, but I still have a fair way to go before I drop all the way down. I see another big drop off coming up here. I don't know if you can see it, but this trail winds to the left, and then through the trees you can see it going to the right and down again, probably along some type of cliff area. Let's see if there's a view up here. Interesting little tree in the trail there. Very happy that I'm going downhill. As I said, I would not want to be coming the other direction on this trail. There's the river, not too far away, but a little bit below me, and a couple of private homes on this side of the park. It has become steep enough for stairs. Again, much better going down. If you're going to come this way, go on the trail to the pond, and then you'll end up here. That goes really far down, fast. There are no rails here, so you have to watch your step. That was quite a descent. Pretty fast down that hill. But the payoff is I'm down by the water. Well, there's your boat launch. And plenty of room to park your trailers. This is nice. And this is the tidal Potomac River. Well, I'm glad I came down this way. Really nice part of the park. Although I'm also a little far away from the trailer, I've got another bit of a hike back. That's okay. What else do I have to do today, right? On the other side of the boat ramp area is parking for the beach. Lots of parking. Kind of gives you a sense of how popular this park in this area can be. They do have a little store. You can get ice here. I forgot to mention, you can also get ice at the park store. And look at this. Grills and picnic tables. Lots of them. All right, you get a second pier. This one even has a bench. Just don't sit back too far. And get your lessons in oyster history. This in addition to our famous Maryland blue crabs. I'm not sure what this is like in the summer, but if Ocean City and Virginia Beach are a little too crowded, this may be an alternative. Plus you get that really cool beach on the other side of that cliff. Doesn't that remind you of Mr. Bill? For those of you who remember Saturday Night Live from when it first started. Oh no! I'm getting pounded with water! Oh! Yeah, if you don't remember that, just look it up. You have quite a ramp up there, but there's a nice pavilion you can rent, I guess, or use. I don't know if it's first come, first served, or you have to reserve it. Nice nonetheless. There is a trail somewhere to go back. I'm not sure if it's at the other end where there was some work being done on the area that was blocked off, or if the trail is up here. But I am on a road, so I know I'm going to get back. Not too sure, but this appears to be a regular road out. As long as I know I'm going in the right direction, I'll be all right. More cabins near the beach area. That's true, I just walked up it. Very steep. Cabins 11 through 14, and these look to be of substantial size and perhaps view. I believe that's the river trail down there, which is closed, but I think this connects to the trail that I want. It goes back to the campground. Let's see. It's going in the right direction. It's about 4:15 in the afternoon, later than I had expected. I was going to take a break at the trailer for lunch and never did. I just kept walking. So I have a half hour before the sun goes down, and then a little bit of daylight after that. Should be fine. Just go back to the trailer and get something to eat and enjoy the evening as we continue to walk along the Potomac River. Definitely along a ridge, a cliff, something here on a beautiful trail. This one's definitely used. The trail has opened up, and here is the park. Campground A is just off to my right. Perfect. Believe me, I am very slow. Well, there's a little casita. Good morning from Westmoreland State Park. I am getting all packed up. I've had my usual oatmeal breakfast. Got my tanks flushed and filled again. They should be pretty much ready for winter now. Got the trailer cleaned out and everything's looking good. So getting all buttoned up here and ready to hitch and go. Well, I guess the send-off committee has arrived. We got to see a young eagle before leaving. Westmoreland State Park in Montrose, Virginia is on the great neck of the Potomac River, connected to the Chesapeake Bay and Atlantic Ocean. This is my last video for 2024. Thank you for coming along for the ride during a very difficult year for me. I hope you and your family are well, and we'll set out for more travel in 2025 as we follow GPS to the next destination.